What's going on, mortals? Mortal T here, and welcome back to another different type of video. As you can probably tell by the picture and the title of this video, we're going to be building, and we're going to be building on rafts. Now this is all done on console. There is no PC, anything to do with this. We are on console, and boom, that is what we're going to be building, is a boat from the Raft. Now for the longest time, and I mean since the start of Ark on console, we have not been able to build boats like this because of the structure limit that was allowed on console. PC could do builds like this all day long because they had a setting that they could bump up. So yeah, that was for, so all them videos that they did were for the PC. Now the console couldn't do nothing like this, but now we can, because I think of a setting. There is a setting that you can change that most people probably don't even know about. They probably didn't even look at all the settings and so on and so forth. Why can't I get out the door? Kidding me? Whatever. So yeah, I'm going to show you the setting that you will need to tweak in order to be able to build something like this. We're going to get straight into the setting anyway. Now this is only going to be able to work on obviously dedicated servers, non-dedicated servers, and single player. Only the servers where you can change the settings, or you can ask someone to change the settings, so you will be able to do this. And also you'll probably need access to some console commands. It's just for like little pieces of aesthetic stuff more than anything, for decoration. It's nothing major. So it'll be up to you if you actually use them. But anyway, we're on the settings here, so you want to go over to advanced, and you want to go all the way down to the bottom. All the way down, come on, come on. And boom, we are here. So these are some of the settings that not a lot of people know about. So custom recipe effectiveness, custom recipe skill factor, crafting skill bonus multiplier, supply crate loot quality, fishing loot quality, fuel consumption interval multiplier, and increase platform structure limit. Yes, these are some that you probably haven't heard of, and you probably have never ever messed around with them because you've never heard of them. But yeah, these are settings have been in for a while now. I do believe this one at the very bottom is new. But everything else, they've been in for, I'm going to say, the last couple of updates. So, not been around too long, but they have been in here. And this is the one that I messed around with, is the increased platform structure limit. I whacked it all the way to 100. Then I wanted to test out if we could actually build more on the rafts. And it looks like it has worked. It looks like it has worked. I whacked it up to 100. I don't know. It influences the limit of structures that can be placed on a platform. Now, usually this only means platforms which are on dinos, so the Quetzal, the Mosasaur, the Bronto, the Titanosaur, like the ones you can actually get platform saddles for. So I thought I'd pump this up and I'd try it with the rafts. And it works. It's not just for for platforms. It looks like it does actually do it for the rafts as well. So that is a setting that you're going to need to bump up in order to be able to do this. And don't worry, I'm not going to talk all the way through while I'm building this. I'm going to have a speedy up bit to get through all the monotonous and tricky stuff. You'll see it all on camera, so you'll be able to see how it's done. But some of the things are a little fiddly, and otherwise you sat there for 5 minutes trying to fiddle it out. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to speed up the actual build. But there's a couple of things that I want to get out of the way before we actually start the building itself, because Raft has been out for a long time, and Building On has also been out for a long time, but I don't know, there is a method that you can lower foundations on the rafts, and I don't know if everyone knows about it. I know about it, and I know a lot of people do know about it. Okay, let's just get on. Boom. So we're on the raft. So the method to lower the foundations on a raft. This is what we're gonna want to need, and what we're going to use. Now we need to line this up pretty darn well. You want to get it as straight as you possibly can, and roughly in the middle of the raft itself. Now you can choose where you want to put this. You can choose to put this further back or further forward. It doesn't particularly matter. So here we go. We've placed our first one. So now we need to put a pillar through it, and then, as you can see, if you put another pillar next to it, it goes lower. That is what we want. We want that lower pillar snap. Now we can get rid of the foundation. That still stays, but we can get rid of that as well. And now we just have to quickly do this. Each pillar now goes lower, so alternate between these two to make them go lower. So do that. We'll do that one. Get rid of this one. Then we'll put that one. So that's really low now. Now we need to test how low it actually is. So now you can get out a foundation, and you can see how low to the raft it is. Now you can go lower if you really want to, but I think this is roughly a perfect kind of height, and I'm going to stick with it. So then we're just going to put these everywhere. And we can get rid of this. Boom, because we don't need it no more. And that's it. Now we need to stretch this out. And I'm going to quickly talk through this bit as well, just so you mortals know. So, what we're going to need to do, you're going to need some ceilings, and I recommend doing this first bit in thatch. I just do. Now you can go out far if you pretty want to. Now you notice here that you can't go out anymore, but you can because of this little trick here. You get another thatch foundation, and boom. And boom. Yes, we have now got foundations under the ceilings, which means we can actually extend these ceilings yet again. Now you can take them further. You can take them really far. I can't stretch. You can take them really far, but I'm not going to. I think this is a good distance, but this is how you're going to be able to stretch all your stuff out. Boom, and then you need to put foundations under every single one of these. Now you're going to have to, like I said, this is a fiddly bit as well, so just fiddle around with it and you will be able to get it eventually. Come on. Will that work? Oh. Fell in the water. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, that was actually pretty easy doing it that way. So yeah. But now you can now delete all the thatched ceilings because we don't need them. Look at that. And we still got the foundations that we do need. So let's just do these middle ones because we're going to need them. Thatched foundation. Thatched foundation. And I'm just going to show you that they are there even though you didn't see them being placed. That one didn't demolish. So yeah, you can make this build bigger if you really want it to be, or shorter. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, I'm going to destroy these last couple here. And then we're actually going to get into the build. So this is going to be a quick build. I'm going to speed everything up so you models aren't hanging around for another 40 odd minutes while I'm naffing around building all this. But anyway, models, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to show that love one who is boss by punching it in the face. But without further ado, let's go and do a speedy up bit. So that is it, mortals. We have done, which is really, really cool. So yeah, it turned out pretty darn well. I made a couple of mistakes along the way, but I managed to rectify them. I realised what I did wrong, went back and did it. But yeah, it's done. This is our first boat that we can ever make on the console. This is what I'm so happy about, is now we can mess around with rafts. As long as you turn that setting up, we can mess around with rafts and everything else. And you can even change this design if you really want to. You can make it more personal to you. You could... There is a lot of room... Oh, what's that doing there? There is a lot of room in this back piece. And even if you wanted to, you could extend it out one more. So you had even more room. But yeah, there's a lot of room. You could probably put some benches in here if you really wanted to. Or... What I did on the other one, I put doors on either side with some catwalks and stuff so you could get out easier. But yeah, you can make a little bedroom. We're sealing it off here to have these windows here, then make it into a bedroom. I don't know. You could make it your own. That's what I'm basically trying to say. You can make it your own, just to make it a bit personal. But there we go. There it is. One thing I want to mention, you know them flags? These flags right here, these are the ones you have to spawn in, because for some reason they don't exist on console. I don't know why. It's just that they're not a craftable item, and I put them flags way too far forward. I should have put them back a bit further. You guys should learn from my mistakes. But yeah, them flags, them single panelled flags, I believe that is what they're called. Single panel flags. I'm just looking it up really quickly. Yeah, they're called single. Yeah, I was right. Single panel flags. You can't get them on console whatsoever, so you have to spawn them in. So if we go over here and we're going to, we'll just type in flag. Oh, now it tells me we can get them. Okay, they changed that. Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Yes, I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm an idiot. So what do we actually need now to craft one of these? Just need hide. Okay. I'm an idiot. Like I said, learn from my mistakes. And this one over here is, like I said, it's not a lot different. It's basically exactly the same. It's just that I've got the dragon flag there from defeating the bosses. I've put that up in the middle, and I got these little 2 doors here as well, just so I can get out easy. Trike head also in here. Yeah. No, fell off. Let's just go, shall we? Nope. So yeah, that is the only thing that's different, is that I have the dragon flag and that one doesn't. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it really, really cool. And now people on Xbox and PS4, as long as you tweak that setting, you can now get to experimenting with all these different Raft builds that you've seen before, but you've never been able to do them because of the Raft limit on the console. But now, experiment to your heart's desire and build something amazing. That is what I advise. Go and build something absolutely amazing. But anyway, Moors, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to show that like button, who is boss, by punching it in the face. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And as always, mortals, don't forget to share it with your family and your friends and around the world. Well, that is it. I am Mortal T, and I am out.